Welcome back to the Reckless Wrench Garage. On the last episode in this series, I got the cab of my 1991 Ford Ranger stripped down and prepped for installing a pre-cut and bent cage from TE Designs. On this episode, I'm going to completely install and weld the cage. Now that you have the front and rear roof tubes in place and all vertical pillars, it is time to add all the roof tubes. The best way to get the roof tubes in place and properly fully weld all the tube junctions goes like this. First, make sure all the corner tube junctions are fully welded before adding any of the roof tubes. Slide the middle horizontal roof tube and the center roof tube into place. Weld as much of the joint between these two tubes as possible. You should only have a small part unwelded on the very top of the tube, and that will get burned in when the cage is lowered. Make sure you do not weld the center tube to the forward roof tube above the windshield. Slide these two tubes back a few inches and add the forward diagonal roof tubes, then slide it back forward, and now you can weld all these together. Add the rear roof diagonals and burn those in, completing the roof structure. We are pretty much ready to lower this thing and move it forward a little bit. So I'm going to show you how I'm planning on going to do that. So I just cut some angle iron and welded a bolt to it. Then I took the lift arm of my cherry picker, flipped it over, so this is normally where the chain goes. And then I just kind of bolted it in here, so this is going to play, have a little bit of play in it to mount up to the cage, hopefully. And I'm going to pass it through the window, go up to the center node there. When you get the cage lowered, weld the top of all the joints, and while it's lowered, you also have great access to all the tube joints on the lower tubes. Now that the primary structure is completed, the rest of the cage goes very quickly. You can now add the dash, windshield, harness, door tubes, and any other gussets that you haven't added yet. One of the final steps in getting all these finishing touches done on the cage is making these cage to body tie-in plates. So I am tying in certain parts of the cage on the C pillar, the B pillar, and on the A pillar to the body with these little plates. They'll be welded together, and that will just join the body and the cage together, preventing, you know, a lot of vibrations between the two. If I didn't do this, I would get a lot of cracks in those floor plates that I did where it's welded solid down there. So this is just going to tie everything together up, further up the cage as well. Shortly after filming this, I had to get the truck together and onto a trailer to move to a new state. I still have some body to cage gussets to complete, and I want to build a totally custom dash and add some finishing touches to the truck. I haven't been able to make any further progress since the summer of 2021, but that soon is changing. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and until next time, stay reckless.